Welcome everyone to Bruno Travel Channel. I'm Mario, and this is my mom, Maribel. Today we're going to prepare pupusas. My mom is from El Salvador, and from our last trip to El Salvador, we made a mini-series you can follow on our channel. We noticed on our travels, we really didn't show one of El Salvador's best dishes, las pupusas. While we had many during our stay, we probably focused too much on the travel aspect. So today we're going to prepare some fresh at home and sharing so you can make some too. A complete pupusa meal consists of 3 parts: the sauce, curtido, which is a cabbage relish, and of course the pupusa itself. So here my mom is making the curtido, or pickled relish. The ingredients you'll need are chopped cabbage, carrots, jalapeno chilies, and vinegar. You'll also need some basic spices like salt, pepper, cumin, and some oregano flakes. To start off, the cabbage gets chopped and can be run by hot water if you'd like to soften it. Next, Mom chops the carrots and jalapenos, add 1 cup of vinegar, then add the rest of the spices for about a tablespoon each. For best results, store overnight if possible. That's it for the relish. I think it tasted amazing. Now we go into the sauce. For the sauce you'll need 4 to 5 tomatoes of your choice, depending on how much sauce you want to make, 2 jalapenos, 1 onion, and 2 garlic cloves. And you'll also need again some salt, pepper, cumin, and oregano. Start the sauce by adding all vegetables in a pot. Add cumin, pepper, salt, and oregano. Now it's time to get the fire going. Toss and turn all veggies until they soften, or roast a little is nice too. Make sure to toss constantly so everything softens evenly. Once soft, let cool and add to a blender. That's it for the sauce. Now let's talk about the cheese. Typical Salvadorian pupusas use a cheese with loroco, a delicious flower petal that is shredded and added to the shredded cheese mix. I highly recommend buying cheese with loroco pre-mixed in. The Salvadorian cheese can be found in most popular Latino markets. A popular substitute here at home is mozzarella cheese and can be used as well. Here we see Mom's chopping some of the loroco flower petal. Usually it is a more white color, however this one was frozen. She really loves loroco in her cheese, so she's adding a touch more. Even the store-bought cheese didn't have enough for her. Moving on, today we went with a pre-mixed corn dough. This is ready to go and can easily be found in Latino markets for $4 to $5 for a 2-pound bag. It is a great deal and saves the hassle of mixing from scratch. If you were to go the corn flour masa route, you'll need 1 pound of flour and 2 cups of cold water plus 1 cup of hot water, mixing cold water slowly, adding corn flour and stirring until there are no clumps. If the mixture is too thick, start by adding hot water slowly. The magic formula for the dry mix is getting the right consistency. Now moving on to shaping the final product, to shape the pupusa, grab a small portion of masa, about a handful, and roll into a small ball. Then slightly knead to widen and spread into roughly a tortilla shape, or 4 to 5 inches. A good tip to know is to have a small saucer with water or oil. just to have to moisten your hands to keep the masa from sticking. Once you have the basic round shape, you can add the cheese or other toppings. Some other options are zucchini, pumpkin, beans, cheese, and shredded pork, which locals call chicharrón. There's definitely many choices. Once you added your toppings, slightly roll the dough upwards into a bulb or volcano shape, and cut the top if it's an excess of masa. At this point, some water in your hands or oil can help keep things moving, and you can proceed to reshape into a 4 to 5 inch disc or tortilla shape. I'm gonna help Mom because I'm hungry. It's really not that hard, just mastering the right amount of masa and keeping your hands moist so the masa doesn't break, spilling your toppings, and why a little oil and water comes in handy. But I'm gonna leave it to the expert. Here we see Mom shaping a ball of masa into a hockey puck shape, if you will, then proceeding to flatten to a disc or tortilla shape, always having a little oil and water handy while handling the masa. Adding her toppings and reshaping to the final disc. Now it's time to cook. Place a cast iron pan at medium heat to cook each pupusa. Check often so it won't burn. I'd also like to note that pupusas can also be made with rice flour, so something for everyone. That's it, now time to enjoy. Here we will combine the pickled cabbage, salsa, and finally the pupusa. What do you guys think? I'd also like to note that we paired it with a classic Salvadorian soda called Cola Champagne. Delicious. Hope you guys like the special. Like and subscribe for our next destination.